right, hey pianists. I hope you all are doing well. This week we're just going to be applying some of the concepts that we've been working on to a new tune called Afternoon in Paris, a great song by the great pianist John Lewis. This song, one of the reasons I picked it is it incorporates some of the 2-5-1 whole step cycle. So we'll be playing it with the melody in our right hand and 2-note voicings in our left hand. And then we'll also be comping through it with the 5-note voicings. And as far as fingering, I am fine with you fingering it however feels comfortable to you and sounds good. There are multiple ways usually to finger most melodies. That said, if you are having a difficult time coming up with something that works well for you, please let me know and I will be very happy to offer some suggestions. So without further ado, here is Afternoon in Paris with 2-note voicings in the left hand and the melody in the right hand. I have the voicings written as half notes in the left hand, but I might sometimes anticipate them or play them a little behind where they're written in the interest of musicality and making it swing. So here it is. A 1, 2, 3. And then here I jump up. On the bridge, I chose to start the bridge with root and seventh. That's the bridge's measure 11 on the sheet. I chose to start it with root and seventh in the left hand. I just liked where that sat register-wise, but it could definitely just as easily have been root and third. So D and F would also be fine. The only thing is wherever you start a 2-5, you want to voice lead appropriately. So if you were to start the bridge with root and third, then you'd want your next chord to be root and seventh for the G7. Same deal, you'd want root and third for E7, and then root and seventh for A7. Right? So you can use different inversions of the chords as long as they're voice leading appropriately. All right, moving forward, we're going to be doing the comping through this chord progression with 5-note voicings. So that'll be 4 notes in our right hand and a 2-feel bass line. So that's going to be generally root and fifth in the left hand. As half notes, or if you have 2 beats in a measure, then just roots for both of those beats. So here's the comping through Afternoon in Paris with the 2-feel bass line. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, anyway, so that's your assignment for the week. And of course, please also make a practice plan and a practice log. Note that the form of the song is AABA. So you have an 8-bar A section and an 8-bar B section. So that's a total of 16 bars. So yeah, you have 16 bars to work on 2 different ways this week. So that's kind of the math as you figure out how many measures to do a day. Probably, 4 bars a day would be perfect. That'll get you there early with time to spare. So, all right. Have a good one. Let me know what questions you have. Thanks.